Hello, Virgos. Welcome to Embrace the Moon Tarot and your reading for June 2018. I am just focusing on heart, body, and soul, and we have in the heart position the Ace of Cups. There's a sense of a new. I feel there's a sense of steadiness that has occurred or will be occurring soon, and it's the sort of stability that allows you to finally feel emotionally more stable. So, when we're stressed out and exhausted, we have a tendency to be snappier than normal, maybe be emotional to the point where we cry more than we normally would otherwise. But there's an emotional reaction of some sort when we feel just overwhelmed, completely out of control, when things are unstable. There's usually, it can start to wear on us to the point where our emotions will start to kind of show up in our emotional reactions. And I feel that there has been a shift of some sort that has either occurred or will occur very soon in the beginning of the month of June that allows you to feel that you're on more stable ground. And as a result of that, your emotions will not be boiling and bubbling up. They'll kind of come to a point where they'll be more of a still water. And if they do flow, it'll be more of a healing flow versus a reactionary flow. So I'm feeling that as far as the heart is concerned. Physically, you're just being told to tap in. The moon here is letting me know that you should tap into your natural instincts. Kind of let go a little bit. Don't hold on so strongly to order and organization and everything must be in a row. The only way things are going to happen, the only way things are going to calm down, the only way things are going to come to the right conclusion, the only way the success is going to happen is if A, B, and C happen, and A, B, and C must happen before D. If D comes first, everything's just going to be messed up. Just kind of let that go. In your physical world, the events, they're kind of occurring. They're probably not going to be occurring in the chronological way that you think they need to for everything to be perfect. And you're just being told, let go a little bit, surrender a little bit to the process, surrender a little bit to the time. Allow yourself to recognize that if something comes before something else, it's okay. It's all going to kind of come out okay in the wash. So within your physical world, just kind of let go of the organization. Allow yourself to let your hair down, relax a little bit, surrender to the movement of Earth and the seasons and the times and the weather and life. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. In the soul, we have Page of Wands. And just, I get a sense that there is a waiting that's occurring within the soul. I'm not quite sure, and there's a sense of frustration with that waiting. There's a sense of maybe it's connected to this even as far as how things are arriving, and they're not arriving in the order that you want them to, or you feel that they should, or that is necessary for life to kind of unfold as it would be in the best scenario in your mindset. But there's just an overall sense, as far as your soul is concerned, of waiting, but the patience is wearing a little thin. I'm just getting that the patience is wearing just a bit thin, and you're contemplating possibly taking some action instead of waiting. So I feel that there's another person involved in this, and I don't know how many of you this applies to, and if it doesn't apply to you, that's okay. Take what does apply, and the rest, just kind of leave it. But if this applies to you, I feel like there's someone else involved, and you're really thinking about no longer waiting and taking the action yourself. And I feel that overall is not a bad idea, but really contemplate all the emotions that may be involved, especially of the other person, and making sure you're not taking something from the other person if you actually take the action yourself. I hope that makes sense. But as far as the soul is concerned, there's just an overall sense of patiently waiting, and the patience is wearing thin. You're tired, and you are ready to move on to the next step. and you are so ready to move on that you're thinking about initiating that step. But in the process of initiating the step, you may be actually taking a little bit of action that the other person involved in the situation has planned to do, or is anticipated to do, or is expected to do. And so there's just an overall sense of make sure you give that thought, preparation, and whatever energy and time you need to give that consideration. Please do that before you take whatever step you're planning on taking. All right, so that is all I have for that, and however that applies. I pulled a card from Spirit, and I got, my happiness is a direct reflection of my level of faith in the universe. And I feel like this is kind of an undertowing message for many people about just really trusting the universe. I've seen similar, not the exact card, but similar cards about really just trusting the events as they unfold. And I feel this is a throwback not just to this message, but probably more appropriately to this particular message about letting go. Because when we get so focused on making sure things are going as we think that they chronologically should happen or unfold, a lot of times it takes our joy just a little bit, if not a lot of it. So I would say if you're starting to feel frustrated in a bit of unhappiness, figure out what it is that you can be doing to bring back your joy, or what it is that you could not be doing to bring back your joy, and relax a little bit, let the hair down, and just have faith that things are unfolding accordingly. All right, Virgos, that is all I have for you for this month. I hope you have a beautiful June. Make it a good one, and hopefully I will see you in July.